Makes me wonder. It's almost like a preview to the NFL all over again, but only about one in particular team. Oh my goodness, boy, that was really in my stuff. Gee whiz. Oh. Bill Belichick. How is he going to be able to handle himself? In 2008, when Tom Brady tore his ACL, they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now you have him out only for 4 games. Do you see him being able to get the backup quarterback prepared?
Nope.
You don't think he's that good of a coach?
He's not that good. He never has been. He only became good when he started cheating. Him and Tom Brady.
Yeah, getting high praises for their
They getting high praises for their achievements. Bull. So no, he's not. No, he's not. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I don't see it. And regardless to the fact of if they started off 4-0, I still would just go totally against that. I would. Because
would you think they would be cheating right off the bat if they started out 4-0?
No, that would just tell me right then and there that look where it took y'all to get there. You know, look where it took y'all.
Where would you believe where it took them?
To me, Bill Belichick, like I said, he's never has been a good coach. Never. Never at all. And when he did win rings, guess what? He was some sort of organized coach. Defensive backs coach or some kind of defensive back coach. Something that you can't run a whole team with. Something that you can't have control of. And so now when he came with New England, things started getting better for him.
The wildest question just popped into my head. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just saying, it just started getting better and better, and that's when everything started coming into the light. And so now that just takes the aspect of, it took you this much to cheat, then now you're just there regardless if you started 4-0. That's how I always look at you. Now, what's so funny?
The wildest question just popped into my head. I'm curious and dying to know your answer. Who is the better coach? Bill Belichick or Jim Caldwell?
Jim Caldwell. Straight up.
You didn't even give that a second thought. Mm-hmm. Let me take the wildest guess on why he would be considered the better coach than Bill Belichick. Is it because he did not cheat?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There, you're no good at this.
Well, that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason.
Let's hear this other part of the reason that you're about to get ready to contradict yourself on. I can't wait to hear it.
No, I'm not ready to contradict myself at all. I'm just going to say that because I give Jim Caldwell props for not the crap that he done in Indy, for what he has done in Detroit.
That I agree. Now that
I give him
that
props.
I agree. Yeah,
I give him props for what he has done.
Yeah.
With Detroit, because of everything that they have been through. When Detroit was 0-16 in 2008, and they have rebuilt ever since then. With Jim Schwartz and then his release, and then Jim Caldwell coming in. And now this is going to be the bigger test for him, whereas you don't have Megatron. You don't have Calvin Johnson. It's going to be your big test right here.
I don't even think that would have been considered a test in the first place.
I think it would, because number one, when Jim Caldwell came in, you're still pretty much with the same players. Now that one of your good players is retired, you still have that one good quarterback of Matt Stafford. Now you have to rebuild the receiving line.
Which I don't think would be too hard.
It's not going to be too hard.
If they really focused, if they did their homework and focused during the NFL Scouting Combine and the draft, I believe that the Detroit Lions would do just fine.
Oh, they could. I'm not ruling out Detroit at all, and I'm not even ruling. I'm not going to rule out the chance that they will make a playoff shot, make a playoff run. I'm not ruling that out either. But I know that right now, I don't think they are going to win a division. That's just me.
Oh, not with the NFC North with Green Bay and Minnesota and who's the other team? There's one.
Green Bay, Minnesota. I think Washington.
No,
the
the
NFC
East.
East.
The
Okay.
East. Who is in the North? Minnesota,
Right,
Green
right.
Bay. Besides Detroit. But there's one more team that is. Who is it?
That was a real sincere brain fart.
Oh my gosh!
A real sincere
You are
brain
absolutely
fart.
right.
Man.
Who is in the NFC? I'm about to resolve this because I'm not.
The Bears.
That's
The
it.
Bears. That's exactly
That's
who it
it.
is. The Chicago Bears.
That's it. Every time I think about the Bears, I think about Singletary.
Mike Singletary.
Yeah, think about him.
Really?
Now, who's the better coach between them two? Jim Caldwell or Singletary?
Caldwell.
At least I know your brain is functioning today. That's a good thing.
Really?
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good.
Really?
Thing. Oh yeah.
You're gonna insult me right in front of the podcast?
You insulted
Really?
yourself when you was talking about Jim Caldwell and him not being able to be a good coach. We was talking about the last time.
I still don't think so, but you just told me to compare and contrast, and that's exactly what I did. And I felt Caldwell was better coaches both sides, between Singletary and Belichick.
Okay, who's the better coach between Sean Payton and Jim Caldwell?
Jim Caldwell.
Let me take the wild and guess again. Is this because he did not cheat?
That's part of it. The reason why I say Caldwell is better than Sean Payton is because Sean Payton has no respect for the game. Caldwell does. Sean Payton has absolutely no respect for the game whatsoever.
But Caldwell can't coach it.
Huh?
But Caldwell can't coach it.
But that doesn't change your respect for the game. If you're sitting up here actually trying to do something for yourself instead of trying to take a shortcut like those two idiots did, Peyton and Belichick, I believe you can be a better coach.
Oh, so you respect this man as a human being, but not as an NFL coach.
Who, Caldwell?
Yeah. You respect him as a human being, but not as an NFL coach.
No, I respect him as an NFL coach,
Stop
but not
it.
as a college coach.
Stop it! Get out of here.
Wake Forest, he stunk. I'm sorry, he did.
Hold on to this.
I just think that if Tony Dungy had about 4 more years with Caldwell, I think he'd be pretty good. I think he'd be right up the list.
He had, how many years he had? He had more than 4 years with Tony Dungy.
Right, but I don't think they was on the same page.
No, I'll tell you who wasn't on the same page, in my personal opinion.
Him and Ron Minks.
Bingo. I think Dungy let him run the defense, but I think Dungy would have been better off running that defense by himself.
Me too.
As the coordinator.
Tony Dungy was by far, to me, one of the best defensive coaches other than Rob Ryan.
I love his ability, and I wish he would have kept doing it. Him, the two of my best defensive coaches, in my personal opinion, is, of course, Bob Ryan and Wade Phillips.
Absolutely. I forgot about Wade Phillips.
Yeah, Wayne Phillips anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I see Bob Ryan, and I loved his ability to mess up a defense, not let them know what they was doing. He's very private. I liked when he did that with Dallas. Somehow he shied away from that. I don't know if it was because of late missed assignments.
Let me tell you who it was. I'm going to tell you exactly who I think one quarterback that really told him up doing that.
Oh.
Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning.
But he didn't know what it was going to be at.
He didn't. But the problem was, it only takes 1 second, well, 2, for Peyton Manning to figure out what's going on. Once you get into that little huddle situation, and then you start to split out, he's going to see what's going on. That's why he did pre-snaps and what they call them, making changes, audibles. What they call them?
Yeah,
Pre-play adjustments.
Yeah.
Pre-play adjustments early. Like 10 seconds on the play clock.
But they were still. They didn't get out of the huddle until like
when Peyton Manning was getting ready to hike the ball, that forced them to move. That's when he started making adjustments. It jacked them up. Jacked them all up. And then within 2 seconds, he seen what was going on. And then he made the quick proper adjustment changes. That's why we always had that anticipation. Well, you just hike the damn ball. Hike the ball. But he seen what was going on. He was aware of the play clock. He was aware of all that. But if he didn't see it, guess what they was doing? Running the ball. If he wasn't able to figure it out within that 2 seconds, they ran the football. Even though they still lost the game by a touchdown.
Are you talking about when he was with Denver or when he was with Indianapolis?
When he was actually with
Denver.
New Orleans.
Are you talking about Bob Ryan being with New Orleans?
Yeah, when Rob Ryan was with New Orleans.
And what about with Peyton Manning? Was it with Indianapolis or Denver?
Indy.
Was that the Super Bowl you talking about particularly? Bob Ryan wasn't they coach them?
No. This was when it wasn't the Super Bowl. It was another regular season game.
When they won the Super Bowl, the Colts? Was it that season game?
It was anywhere between after they won the Super Bowl when Rob Ryan was with New Orleans. But then, of course, there was another time when Rob Ryan was with Dallas.
You think he'll make a good head coach?
Who, Peyton Manning?
Bob Ryan.
Head coach, absolutely.
Bob Ryan?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think he
I think he could.
I don't think so.
I think he could because
not Bob Ryan, no. Because I think he has to work on his offensive ability first. Although he has good knowledge of the offense, I just don't think he can pick out the right personnel for an offensive force.
I agree with that, but sometimes if you feel that you don't have that type of knowledge, you can always hand it out to somebody else. But I still think he'd make a good coach.
That's very true.
I still think he'd make a good coach.
That's very true. Yeah.
Rex Ryan's a good coach. Sometimes he just don't make good decisions.
Rex Ryan, his mouth is what gets him in trouble.
That's what I was talking about. His mouth.
His mouth
gets him in trouble. And it did when he was with the
Jets.
The Jets. Got him in trouble.
It got him in trouble with the Colts. It got him in trouble with New England.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because that Caldwell, I thought, made the dumbest decision in America, taking out your players when I think they was up by 3.
Yeah, he shouldn't have took them out.
He shouldn't have took them out. That's how I felt about that, but everybody else thought different. I thought that was the stupidest decision.
Oh, shoot, you weren't the only one that felt like that.
It was stupid. I'm like, why would you want to take your players out? What? Are you trying to force them to lose this game so they can focus more? Look, regardless of if you're winning or losing the game, or regardless if you're still going to go to the season undefeated or not, you're still going to have a focus point. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if you was trying to protect your players or not, but that was not the smartest thing to do.
You protect your players in rather inclement weather time. And when they played against Buffalo that very next game, that would have been the time to put them out.
That would have been the perfect time. I wouldn't have cared about the undefeated streak at that time. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have cared about it.
I wouldn't have cared about that. When I seen a little bit of a dusting of snow, gotta go. I'm not risking.
I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it.
Y'all. That I would do. Mm-hmm. But I'm not about to get ready to sit here and for one thing, even though that they got their revenge and they got it at the most inopportune time in the AFC Championship game, they beat them pretty bad. Mm-hmm. They beat them pretty bad. Mm-hmm. You sit down and you think about it, it's like, okay, just because you had us beat this game don't mean you can get us beat the next game.
Exactly.
Maybe that's what their focus point.
Probably.
But they still lost in the Super Bowl.
The Colts did, to New Orleans, yeah.
They lost in the Super Bowl.
Which
I thought that was a fixed game. And I'm not even putting the refs in that one.
You think it's Peyton Manning?
Yes, I do.
You really think it was Peyton Manning?
Absolutely. You just talked about it with Bob Ryan with his defense. It takes nothing but 2 seconds. How did you not see the cornerback sitting right there in front of Reggie Wayne? How'd you not see that? That's Peyton Manning. That's Peyton Manning.
You know that was being explained by Reggie Wayne, and you know what he said about that?
He's just covering up for Peyton. That's all.
Huh?
He's just covering for Peyton. That's all.
You didn't hear what I had to say.
I don't even care because the point is that Reggie's just doing that because that's his teammate, so he's gonna defend him.
I believe this theory. Here's what he told. This is what he told NFL. I think it was NFL AM or NFL Game Day. I can't remember which one it was. He was there with him and who picked him up? Tracy Porter.
Yeah.
Him and Tracy Porter. He said that they ran that play 4 to 5 times that whole entire game. 4 or 5 times that whole entire game. And Tracy Porter happened to notice it, and he stepped right in front of him.
Again, leads to my question. How did he not see that?
They didn't see it the first 4, 5, 6 times.
But how do you not see? He was standing right in front of him. He blocked Reggie White. You should have known if that white jersey is not your teammate, don't throw the ball to him.
Hey, it's sometimes called sleeping. Sleeping defenses. I don't think he was sleeping that time. I think he saw it.
So you mean to tell me it's not like that he was standing behind Reggie Wayne and it just slithered in there and picked him off. He was literally standing right there. You give me the ball, I'm right here. I know who you're going to throw it to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got absolutely a point. You got absolutely a point. But I feel that Peyton Manning, if he let that game too close, that could have been a blowout. That could have been a straight blowout.
I just blame Peyton for that part of the game. The whole game.
See, that could have been.
But the whole game, that's Caldwell. I blame that whole game on Caldwell.
Based on what?
Who was running all over their defense?
Joseph and I.
How come they didn't continue to do that? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's what I'm just going to get into. Now, you had Joseph Adai all game long, running all over.
10 plus yards.
Yep. And did the same thing Super Bowl 41. 41.
41.
Ran all over. He ran all over. And now you took the aspect of, like I said, that could have been a blowout game. That could have been a blowout game.
New Orleans couldn't stop their defense.
No, they couldn't stop him at all. So why would you lead that game so close? Why would you do that? So yeah, Peyton was a part of that.
At the ending of it, I blame him.
Well, shoot. I would have did it there too. I would have threw it right to Tracy Porter too. If it was a blowout, yeah. If it was a blowout, like how it should have been, I would have threw that straight to Tracy Porter.
When I run a play, if I would run a play 4 or 5 times in a game, I'm always going to look to an alternative. I'm not even going to look to the first source like I've always done. I'm looking to an alternative choice before I make that last minute decision to do the same thing again.
Right.
That's what I'm going to do. And Peyton should have known better than not to just throw that ball like that, like if Tracy Porter
And he shouldn't have. And you're exactly right. He shouldn't have.
You should never
done
take
it
that
in a close
risk.
game situation.
Yeah, you never should have took that risk.
And you already down at that point. You was already down by a touchdown. Now that pick, they up 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how quickly they moved that ball upfield when they was down 2 touchdowns.
Because
you see how quickly they moved that ball.
That's why I blame Peyton on that part. I blame him because there should have been no reason. If you seen everything else, and you was able
So
to
do you
move
think
that ball
he did
quickly,
that for the sake of his father?
could have. I wouldn't rule that out. If New Orleans did give him that ring, that's one thing. If they didn't, then that's another thing. But I'm sorry. I'm not. If I was an NFL player and Dad played in the football league, I'm not winning that for you.
I wouldn't.
I'm not winning it for you.
You should have did it when you was playing in your career.
Exactly. You should have did it when you was playing in your career. And I'm sure that he would probably agree with that. If he don't, I'm tough beans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm not about there to win you a ring all because you didn't win it.
Exactly.
All because you didn't sit down and take the time out to study film like how you were supposed to and do everything else.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Absolutely.
I'm not doing that.
Absolutely. I agree, Darren. I agree.
Now, if you was coaching me, that's a whole other ball game.
A whole nother ball
But
game.
we're not. This is not about that. This is not about that.
And speaking of Peyton, he actually came out with. They actually did that little show they did last night with I forgot what they call it. It was on NBC. I think it was called The Timeline. I think it was. Was it The Timeline?
I don't know. I never heard of it.
Gosh. Yeah, it's been all over. It's been all over Twitter. They go inside the mind of Peyton Manning. Little humor in it, like one when Eli was crunching chips and Peyton was irritated.
That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That was hilarious.
He was getting irritated, but the whole
they
point,
showed that as a flashback.
Yeah. So that right there, yeah. Do you think he can make a good coach?
Who, Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Shoot, yeah. Shoot, yeah. He can read the offense and the defense. Shoot, yeah. I think he'll make a mastermind.
I think he would too.
I think he would be the mastermind of the NFL. I think he would put the fear in every NFL team that he faced, and he would just be sitting on the sideline. That's just me.
I just received breaking news. Ravens coach John Harbaugh, he is calling for a change for the preseason based off of weekend injuries during the preseason.
What do this man want now? He is worse than Jim Harbaugh. What do you want now? You big kid. What do you want? What changes do you want now?
I don't know. It just seems like now that, players are getting hurt during the preseason, which is normal for any player.
And you are going to get hurt during the season.
Yeah, you're going to get hurt during the season too. So
you've seen this.
So you go call a change for that when that
what do you want them to do? Play two-hand touch?
It looked like we're going to hit to that point.
Man, you put two-hand touch, man, the NFL ratings are going to go down. They're going to look at John Harbaugh like you crazy.
Yep.
You crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I just seen that. Was like, okay, he is he wants a change in it. So I'm like, okay. Well,
if he literally wants to play two-hand touch, we going to have a problem.
I need to bring that up. And I'm really kind of disappointed that he kind of thinks that way. All I know, he better have a good explanation for it. He's better have a good explanation for this.
Because he's whining. It's pathetic. Stop. It is pathetic. Because all you're doing is whining and whining and whining. Let it go. You got injured players. Okay, build them up and move on. Find people, train them, teach them. That's what you do. That's what your coaching line does. You help them. Stop your whining. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. It really is.
Yeah.
Because he's worse than Jim Harbaugh.
He is worse than Jim Harbaugh.
But Jim Harbaugh's in a different way, I think.
This is what he said. And let me read the whole thing before you interrupt me, which I know you good for. Let me just read the whole thing, and then after that you can do all the interrupting you want. This is what John Harbaugh had to say about it.
You need to put this in 5 words or less.
Maybe I shouldn't read this. This is about a good little over a paragraph.
Yeah, so that's liable enough for me to interrupt.
You're not finna interrupt me.
Uh-huh.
You're not finna do it.
Mm-hmm.
John Harbaugh said, I know the league and player association is working very hard and trying to figure out ideas to work out the preseason. Shut up, Derek. I didn't do it. I felt you was gonna say something. I don't hear it. Harbaugh said Saturday night via the Baltimore Sun. These are big, fast, strong men running out there. Stop it. I don't want to hear it. It's not 20.
Girl, I'm cramping up.
Good, keep cramping. It's not the 70s anymore.
It's constipation.
These guys playing in these games is tough, and they're not meaningful games. They're important to get better, and they improve us. But we football coaches can find ways to get our guys ready and get our players' evaluated.
What are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh. I can't do nothing.
No, you cannot. I told you 5 words or less.
I'm done reading. I'm done.
Golly, what are you complaining about then? If the coaches can make those changes, what are you complaining about?
Because at the end of the day, it may cost them their job.
You costing yours by causing a distraction. What is your point? It's pathetic. You're whining. You're just trying to find an easy way out. He's almost starting to make me think of Bill Belichick and Sean Payton.
Based off of cheating?
Yes! The easy way out. Let it go. That is your job. They're big and they're strong. Obviously, if they're getting injured, it's either one, they ain't strong enough, or two, you ain't training them good enough.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What do you think about them extending the preseason?
It's pointless. Why? Why extend it? What, so he can complain? There's too many preseason games. We got too many injuries. No. And plus, I don't even like the idea of extending the preseason game to what? 6 games? It's already 5 games if you got the Hall of Fame.
Oh, no. Sorry. They was actually eliminated preseason games.
Oh, shoot.
And extended the season.
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't like it.
Why not?
I don't like preseason. I don't care about it.
Oh, so you just want them eliminated, period?
Mm-hmm. It needs to go. I mean, I'm sorry. I may be the biggest whiner just like John Harbaugh, but in my personal opinion, that's what you got training camp for.
That I was just ready to say. Training camp is one thing, but at least put 2 preseason games in there just to test out and see how your players play.
Or do it in the vicinity of their practice field.
That's hard to do. That's hard to do.
It is. You're exactly right.
That's hard. I'll at least put 2.
I'm sorry. I just don't want them near, the stadium where we work.
No.
I need all the peace I can get.
Yeah, really. At least just put 2 preseason games in there. Golly, at least do that. Put 2 preseason games in there and be done with that.
And it's funny how people come up to us. They're like, oh, man. Working behind the scenes is cool, isn't it? Not really. Not really. Like, man, y'all get to see the big names and stuff like that. So what? They're people just like us.
And we don't see them that
And we don't see them that often. The only person I really got to see behind the scenes was Chuck Pagano. That was Saturday night. And his wife. That's it.
What'd you see him for?
I went over there to happen to lock up the Southwest. And here they come. Coming out the Southwest.
Oh! I forgot about the game.
Yeah, the game's Saturday night.
I forgot about that.
That's the closest I've seen.
Nah.
And I walked right past them smelling good and everything. So I was even making that money, got that expensive cologne.
Yeah, really. I've heard say you forgot one other person that you was up close and personal with.
Andrew Luck.
God, no, but yeah, him too.
I don't know. Who was it?
Our rookie year.
If you talk about that player escort whole deal, I don't count that.
Why not?
Because I ain't seen no big names.
Yeah, you did.
Who?
Corey Dillon.
Oh, the AFC Championship game. Oh, yeah, him. Okay, I forgot. Ooh, I forgot all about that.
Who don't know this?
I did. I forgot all about it.
Obviously.
I forgot all about it. And that wasn't even an escort.
I know.
That wasn't even an escort. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Because RCA dog. Yes, it was.
No, because I remember we stopped doing the escorts. We had stopped. We had literally stopped and was like, the crap with it. We'll go home. You don't remember that?
Yeah, but that was after that one.
It was after. So we did it for that long? So we pretty much stopped, what? Our last year at the Dome?
Mm-hmm.
You sure
Because they
did?
start having their own staff for player escorts.
Wow.
10 years in the
Yeah,
making.
I actually got to sit up there and talk to Corey Dillon. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I don't know how you forgot about that.
I did. I forgot all about it. And he had a big game that day
night.
too.
Mm-hmm.
The AFC Championship. He had a good game.
He had a a very good game.
Had a very good game. I forgot all about that. How did I forget that?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I really tried to put New England in the back burner.
Obviously.
Yeah, it seemed like I put New England in the back burner.
But you wouldn't have put them in the back burner had Corey Dillon still played for Cincinnati.
At the time, if he was still playing for Cincinnati and it was at the Dome, we were doing playing escorts. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Who knows?
I mean, that's Andrew Luck and Chuck Pagano. To me, they're you know, I thought was pretty decent, but like
Congratulations to
just
you.
walk past them.
Because I don't have no personal ones. So.
Well, Andrew Luck was asking me all kinds of questions. When I met up with him.
About the job?
No. Well, if there was anything going on in the field, I was like, wow, y'all really don't keep track, do y'all? Y'all just keep track of the Colts game. I don't blame you.
I don't blame him
I
either.
don't blame him either. But
Shoot.
you know, he was asking me all kinds of questions. Is anything going on tonight? This, other than this event,
And that why he was there in the first place?
Well, other events other than the one he was doing.
Other than the one he was doing.
Other than the one he was doing, he was asking like, you know, has it been busy? You have any other events other than this one tonight? Nah. Just this. Just this.
Go to the website sometimes. You might learn something.
I know. You're about tall as a tree branch. He was tall.
Of course he
Still
is.
is.
He better be.
Tall. He was tall.
He better be.
I mean, whew. That hurting?
I mean,
Really?
I'm surprised he just didn't take his neck from the southwest all the way to the field.
He could have. He could have stretched all the way out there, too. He tall. See him at the northwest. That's where he came from.
Oh, I thought you meant at the southwest.
No, it was northwest. Walked him all around to the southwest.
Oh, that's why he asked so much questions.